Yeah, so that should work. Oh no, we're very unprepared today, guys. It might just be that the game audio is quite high, right? Can you hear me? Is everything alright? Is this audio okay? Thanks for being early. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna try and make sure this works first, and then I'll probably just... Good. Is the game audio is probably too high, right? Turn it down. I'll turn it down a bit. That should work. Okay, screw it. Hello. Is that all audio okay? It's not like too high or anything. Hi Sushi. Look who's come to say hi. Hang on. Hi Sushi. You a streamer now? I guess. Oh, thank you. Hello. If you want to restart, but not restart, I suggest flattening your island, which is what I did. I've restarted my island a lot. And I always kind of sort of regret it. Not saying you will, but like, sometimes it's nice to start afresh. But at the same time, kind of having everything that you have, like your money and your, you know, Critterpedia and all of that stuff, it can be kind of nice to just start your island design again. But without losing everything. Just a suggestion, to flatten it all, restart. I guess. Okay. I'm not too sure what day, 1:20 PM. That's not going to happen because I hate the 2 PM music. September 30th. So we're a day ahead. You know what? Okay. What I'm going to do then is I want to do some designing today, so hello everybody, welcome. Hello. Oh, and Alex, that's really, really cool that you're going to be in the cosplay masquerade. That is very cool. I'm very excited. Remind me who you're doing again, because I know that you've said a bunch of different things. I'm just not too sure who you're doing anymore. So I like working at like 5 AM. Specifically, it's a really nice time to play, and I like the hours afterwards, so I feel like I get a nice... I can't do anything when it's like evening in the game, because it's just too like... It's too much, you know? It's too relaxing, and all the ones in the middle of the day are really annoying, so it's like, I like the early morning ones. And I know the shop isn't open, which is probably gonna suck. Oh, Eddie. Yeah. I remember now. Ah, no, you'll do great. No need to be nervous. You'll do fine. You will do just fine. I do have a ring light, but I don't know if I want to use it. I get really tired and overwhelmed when I've got a light stuck in my face for like hours. Like when I do like TikToks and cosplay stuff, it's like, oh. God, this game just takes a long time to load. I need you guys to appreciate this. Can you all hear her? Can you all hear her purring? Right, it's a little better. Hello. Hi, Emily. I'm glad you could make it. Mwah. Sushi, don't hate me because you love me. I love you very much. Let me in. So, if you were on the last stream, I was doing a bit of decorating. I didn't do much, but I was talking about what I had done and what I was doing. Since then, I have played it on my own off of stream. It's been not at home, so I've been playing it a lot. They are working today. I'm glad. Hello. But yeah, so I decorated quite a bit. I did a bit of terraforming, and I'm gonna show you what I've done and what is yet still to do, because there's plenty still to do. I've done a lot of trading on Nookazon as well to get, I don't know, prepared for it, I suppose. Can we full screen this? Yeah, okay. Dopey, what's Dopey sending me gifts for? You've been on my mind lately. Aww, that's nice, Dopey. What did you give me? That's okay. Oh, actually, guys, while you're on here, I know if you know me personally anyway, so maybe that won't, he gave me a skeleton. I don't know how I feel about that. A human skeleton at that. Anyway, yeah, I was actually planning on doing like a Q&A thing, like a video, and it's going to be super fun. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about in a Q&A format, essentially, there is a, yeah, it was kind of a love letter, sort of, but then like also a threat, you know. It's a little weird. But yeah, if you go on the community tab, I put up a thing if you want to ask any questions about my collection, about me personally, about anything really. I don't mind doing that. And I'm good. I'm doing great. How are you? How is everybody? How's life treating you? Alright, let me go back to the airport. It's always a good kind of place to start, I guess. And I'll go over what I've done. Yandere, yeah. It's like, oh, I love you, but this is what you're gonna look like. It's a little scary. So I put these little pumpkin things here because, you know, it is autumn, or fall in the game, and Halloween is coming soon. October is among us, upon us. That was very sus of me. That was lame. Oh shit. So yeah, I put some little pumpkin things. I moved the gazebo and, you know, put a seasonal thing there. And I kind of think I might just do seasonal stuff there, like, you know, around Bunny Day, I'll put like the Bunny Day tree and Christmas tree around Christmas, things like that. That was very sus. Yeah, so I believe we were working slightly on like building this bit that I've since decorated up. I can't remember whether I'd already done this or not, but basically I've got this grassy tree area that I built up and I'm quite happy with, and I was working on Whitney's house, which is down here. So she's got her little lake and she's got her little dude, little place, you know, it's nice. So I finished that off. Haven't really done anything on this side of the, oh no, that's a lie. It is a lie. I started on that side. We had nothing over that side of the island. last time. Sushi, you're gonna stay with me the whole time. Okay. What else did I do? I built this up. This I haven't decorated yet, but I want to. And if you look on the map as well, just that they were my Doritos, Sushi. She just knocked them off the edge. I built all of this up. This was all empty. All of this needs decorating. I want to put the museum up here, and I want to see if we, like, what I want to do. So that's a nice plain bit that I've got to decorate. All up here needs decorating. All this big gap. But one thing I did do. Sushi, what are you doing? Was I started working on the other side of the island. I'm trying to build that up because I needed to move some of the houses from like the top left. Sushi, you are trying my patience. My gosh. Yeah, because I had basically a bunch of houses in like the top left of the island, which I now needed to move because I needed to build all that land up. So I started with that, and basically what we've got over here is Raymond's house. I'm still not done decorating around here. I want to put some more trees down here and some pavements and some furniture and stuff. I've got this little fishing bit here. So you can still fish. How is the symmetry in my island? It's very crowded. I mean, all the islands are the same size. So if you find that it's crowded, I would say probably you have too much in one place at one time. It's like you've probably got everything very like close together or something. But all the islands are technically the same size. Just depends on what you do to decorate with it. I wanted to space all my houses out and you know, except for like ones that needed to be together, and leave the rest of it quite natural. I think the islands are too big, personally. I mean, they're good for having, you know, enough space. But I find that if we had smaller islands, or the option to have a smaller island, like, the decorating would be really cool. Like, you know. So we've got Raymond's house there, and I'm going to kind of put something here. And then up here, I was working on this. I've got this little kind of, I don't even know what it is. It's like this little natural thing. I've got the start of the river. I've got, I think this is Dobie's house. Yeah. So, because what I wanted was this island to still be playable, but also like pretty, I guess. And as far as tips for decorating, I definitely am no professional decorator. I just take inspiration from other people. I have a look at a lot of island tours and themes and things that people do. And it's okay to take inspiration and say, hey, what that person did, I want to do that. I've got Dom's house here as well. And also just like people's different stylings of decorating. A lot of people have a really specific way of doing it. And then other people have like, you know, they just kind of bung anything anywhere. It's about learning to use up space and make it look more crowded than it is. Like, so for example, with like this stuff, this functional wise seems a little random, you know. We've got bushes, I like using a lot of this like glowing moss stuff because I think it's pretty, especially at night. You know, and I can, yeah, okay, so Shino's house, I really like how it's decorated, but really it's quite random. You've got some like natural colours. It's kind of like an Asian theme. You know, so it's got a bamboo tree, like a stunted growth, like a small bamboo tree. And then obviously it's got this bamboo speaker, it's got these little like bamboo things. But then I've got a barrel and some of the bamboo stuff, glowing moss and the like. It's kind of like, it brings a theme together. Like that's the only one I'd say has a theme necessarily. But like over here, it's just about using the kind of decorations you want to use. Like this is very natural and very like rural. So I'm using like the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern stack, you know, but I'm turning it around so it just looks like a stack of pumpkins. And I'm not turning it on because I don't want it to glow. I just want it to look like a stack of pumpkins. These bushes and different types of bushes are really helpful too. And these like wheat fields in different colours, bit of fencing. It doesn't need to make sense. I think that's the whole thing, is like some people want their islands to be very meticulous, and that's okay too. And if you are able to pull that off, it can look really great. But if you find that it's like too busy or crowded, then you've probably not got enough open space. And I've done that too. I've done islands where it's all been fenced, all the pavements are fenced, and it's just very like square and rectangular, which is why I like using like diagonal natural paths rather than the in-game paths, because I think they're too rigid and straight and like you know, just grid-like. I like making it look a bit more open, and even just the type of path that you use can make it look more open, and different types of trees, different colouring and stuff. Like, oh, okay, so the evening I finished the last stream, I finished off like this bit down here. So this, again, it looks like a mess, but it's kind of like just this natural overgrown thing, but I've put peach and apple trees in there to kind of put some colour in it, because it is just like space that needs to be filled. It's all filler stuff. And over here I put like a picnicky area, and I've done these like 3 ponds, but then I put some cherry trees because it's like cherry tree ponds, so I can do my fishing and stuff. There's a bunch of these walking leaves. Oh, what I also did as well is I was trying to sort out my, I think it's the peninsula. So I have a little path going off this side and some palm trees. And again, it's just kind of natural and, you know, doesn't have any paths or anything like that, but it's got some shells and some weeds and glowing moss. Like, don't be afraid to use weeds as decoration. Like, they don't impact you or your island. And you can plant coconut trees, palm trees on the island as long as you put a sand square. They won't grow there if you just plant one, but if you can pick them up and like put them there. That's really good. And a way to stunt your tree's growth as well is a really, really cool way to like build like different height and stuff. So over here, for example, I've got this tree which is stunted. So obviously when you first grow a sapling, it has different stages of growth, obviously. And this is like the one up from when it kind of becomes like a little baby tree. So basically what you need to do, because thank you, I appreciate that. So what you want to do with this, if you don't know already, if you do know, ignore me, but so for this, trees, you know what, there's probably a better, oh, hang on, put a pin in that. What does Flo want? Oh no, sure. Not impressed. You should call me babe. Babe. Bah. Yeah, you can call me babe. Cool. Nice. So let me show you this whole tree thing. Oh yeah, me and Flo are like, you know, besties. Let me show you this tree thing. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It's just easier to explain, honestly. So if you have, let's use this as a marker for a tree. When you put a tree, when you're planting trees, you probably figured this out, that they need at least one space between each other. So if you were going to plant a tree there and there, you could, because there's plenty of open space. 2 trees, as long as they're not right next to each other, you'll be fine. But if you want to grow a tree, that's a whole different story. If you get like a sapling from Nugs or Leaf or something, basically, in order to grow this tree, can you call me babe too? I mean, sure, I think. I'm gonna say no, but I don't know how to answer that actually. Yeah, so basically if you make a sapling, you have a sapling, it needs exactly this amount of space. So 9 full spaces to grow. If you put anything in these, okay, not anything. If you put any trees in any of these spots, it won't grow. Just like you wouldn't be able to put a tree in any other one of these spots as well. You can't, even when it's a sapling, you can't put them next to each other and expect it to grow. So what you do is if you've got a sapling or a stunted growth tree, or you've had one growing for a bit and it's stunted, what you do is you essentially plant another tree. But obviously you can't plant another tree because it won't allow you. But what you can do is you can plant another sapling, but it has to be a fruit one. And I don't know why, but it does because you can like grow the grow the fruit, and it won't like look. It basically doesn't go into the game as a tree. It goes in as a planted fruit, which obviously if you plant a fruit, it turns into a tree. So if you have your tree there and you plant an orange or a pear or whatever fruit you've got to hand right there, it basically just leaves the little thing. Like, let me find one of my stunted trees. Actually, you're not gonna really be able to see it. I mean, it's not necessarily a glitch, but it's like, it's just weirdly just I think they would have patched it if it was a glitch. I just feel like it's something that's just, it's kind of cool and people realized they could do it. You know what, go over here. So if you look, if I dig up this little tree here, what you can see here is this little orange tree. And basically all this is a planted orange. Planted the orange, and what that does is then that tree can no longer grow any bigger. It will refuse to grow any bigger. Because I always used to get really confused as to how people like did that, but it's fairly simple. So it's good to have. That's a rainbow stag, it's fun. Yeah, so today I kind of want to build upon this, and you know, we can talk and we can chill out and we can vibe. Oh, also, I'm wearing my Miku Slab t-shirt today. She's with us. I look like poop today, but that's okay. Yeah, like sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but then at the same time, it's like depending on what you're trying to do, it can look quite cool. Like when you have a bunch of different height trees. I don't have a lot of like situations with that. Like for example, this tree, I feel like is right in the way of Dobie's house, and I don't like that. So if anything, I'd prefer this tree to be smaller. My son, Miku Slab is a girl. They are a girl. They are girls? Are they multiple genders at once? Why is it saying it's not plugged in? That's annoying. Why are we doing this? What? Hello? You are plugged in, you're fine. My computer is just really sensitive. Hello. Yeah, so that's. Woo. Yeah, I lose my camera. There we go. Okay, so yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'll kind of explain how I decorate while I do it. I think that's probably easier. I need to kind of remember what I was trying to do as well, because I've got some inspiration pictures on my iPad, so Also, my friend drew me. Just drew me. It's pretty cute. Oh. I forgot that I did that. Huh. So there's some art that I finished yesterday. Okay. If you didn't know that about me, I do draw. Right, let me find these pictures. Do I have them? I don't know if I have them. Am I okay? Hello again, welcome. Am I okay? That's a good question. Yeah. Ooh, bear with me, guys. What's up? I can't type at this angle. It's like a really dodgy angle to type at. There we go. Yes, so actually, give me just a second to figure this out. Okay, whoops. Broke something. Okay. Playing music. Yes. Okay, so I think we'll start just for today with finishing off some bits. Are you good there, babe? How you doing? Mood, I get that. I'm burying secrets. Yeah. Not bodies. Definitely not bodies. Is that a beanstalk? A beanstalk? Where? Oh, these are kind of, yeah, they're the giant vines. They came with the 2.0 update. They're basically a bunch of these vines, like, yeah. They make up for good space where you can't put a tree. Like, I couldn't put a tree in there because of the annoying Animal Crossing physics, because there would definitely be room for a tree, but no, apparently not. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. Sorry, Flo. Apologies. Oh, I'm glad your cosplay is nearly close to finishing. I can't wait to see it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll probably want to start over there, but I want to... Do I have my... I tried fixing one of my Joy-Cons like 1 hour. Oh no! What happened? I personally never had an issue with my Joy-Cons. I've not even had drift. Hatsune Miku in chat. Hatsune Miku is welcome into the chat. Hello. Right, I need some decorating stuff. I need to figure out what I want. What I've got. I've got a tree in there. I'm gonna need more trees, so I need that. I don't need that. I don't need these. I don't need that. I don't need the blue pansy either. I'm gonna leave stream to play with my sister. Okay, have fun. It's in pieces now. What the heck did you do? Oh dear. They're fun to have. Dreamlight Valley. Huh. That's pretty cool. I've heard like everyone that's ever had a Switch has had drift. I don't know if it's just because like I don't play that many games that like I don't get drift or something, but like I've never had drift ever, and I'm really not too sure how I've managed to avoid it. Ooh, that could be cool. I need to make some more giant vines. Decorating is about what you've got. It's just about utilising what you've got. Hoping for the damn best. Some wheat fields. I have a lot of wheat fields, but I need more. Glowing moss pond, always a good choice. Some barrels. I don't need the fountain. No. You're good. There we go. The joysticks be buggy. It was more than being jittery. Yeah. I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I really don't know. Like, some people have had really terrible problems with it, and some people have been fine. It's very confusing. I don't understand. I'm just gonna use. That's a stack. Apologies if I'm yawning, by the way. I haven't been getting much sleep. Yeah, I think cleaning them, making sure they're not like, you know, full of stuff, can probably be okay. It is a little weird though that it's such a commonality. It shouldn't be. With the price of a Nintendo Switch, it definitely shouldn't be faulty in any way. Here's my hedges. These. I'm lucky. Oh, well, consider me lucky. I just never done it. I've just never had it. I don't know if it's just like the amount that you're using them or something. Like I play Animal Crossing and like Project Diva, so like Super Mario Galaxy and things like that. So I'm not too sure. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I don't need the fountain. So we'll get rid of that. I don't know. Let me make some cupcakes. So if you're doing a lot of decorating and you need a lot of trees and stuff, my biggest suggestion, the easiest thing you can do, I think, is make a bunch of sugar and flour. And just because they only use one each, just make a bunch of plain cupcakes or pretzels. I don't have many recipes because I don't really talk to my villagers enough. But that's like 10 trees I can move then. So what do I want to do? I want to... Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have got... You know what? Let's do some paving first. Let me dig this up. Nintendo's a small indie company. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, they can't help their mistakes. They've only been doing it like 6 months, you know. Still a big deal. I'll use the art you did of my OC with Eddie for encouragement. Hell yeah! I remember I did that. I was quite happy with that. What'd I do? When you're using paths like this, it's always good to like not use it like in a very boxy way, because otherwise it's just gonna be like, I don't know, I guess like the more natural and non-geometry looking ass I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I like it making it look a bit more sporadic, I guess. Like, I know what I'm doing kind of looks real basic, but I'm not gonna have it the whole way through. It'll make sense. It'll make, I promise. I hope it'll make sense. No, I have to use the whole one. Down. And then that one. Let's check it out. I'm trying to think what to talk about. I've got a lot on my mind right now. I don't know whether I can talk about it or should talk about it. The boxes. This is not Minecraft. Yeah. No, that's not what I meant to do. But yeah, as I said, guys, I'm doing like a little Q&A thing. So if you guys have any questions, obviously you can ask them to me on the stream as well. But what would be really handy for the video, even if it is repeated, would be if you looked at my last community post and commented. That would be really, really handy and really cool of you. I'd really appreciate it. No! What'd you do there? You're silly. Oh, for God's sake. I'm so trigger happy right now. I don't even know. What is one of my favorite Vocaloid songs? I have probably answered this question a million times on my TikTok, but I think my favorite song of all time ever is hard to come down to because I have a favorite song for like different moods. So like if I'm like vibing, I'm like, yeah, I want to listen to Miku, it's pretty cool. I think Kimagure Mercy is very, very, very fun, very boppy, very like, yeah, I don't know what else she's talking about, but like it's good. It's a good bop. I have a lot of songs that I find very good because of nostalgia reasons, like damn. I mean, like Popey Po is always a good, fun song to listen to. Damn. Like, I can't even think of a damn one now. You know, like the classics. And then like when you think about, oh yeah, but I love this song because it's literally a damn masterpiece. It's like probably something completely different. But I can't off the top of my head think of anything right now, actually. Let me, you know, I don't want to give you no answer. It feels like a cop out. Let me go on my Spotify. Vocaloid. Okay, I really love Biohazard by Crusher P. Like, feelings wise, it's like a damn good song. And when I found it, at like the point in my life that I found it, it was just like, oh. I think Full Blood by Kira is very good. It's a good bop. I also like Digital Girl by Kira. I think that one's very fun. And Circles by Kira. Very good. And then, like, I don't know, there's some that I'm just like, yeah, I love this song. Like, Plus Boy by it's Giga P, isn't it? It's fun. It's raunchy, but it's fun. It's a fun song. I don't know if I have a favourite song. And like Love Is War is such a nostalgic song for me that I put it down as one of my favourites. So it's like, I have a lot of favourites for like different moods. I think when it comes to like stories and stuff, I really like The Story of Evil. I really used to love, I can't listen to it because it makes me cry, but I really used to love like The Story of Evil. I like Paper Planes and Prisoner. That's some old ones if you haven't heard those. Look at the way flick. Like, I used to really like horror stuff too. Like, I liked like a bunch of Massa stuff. I don't know, I've got quite an open mind when it comes down to my music tastes in general, and that doesn't really necessarily change when it comes to Vocaloid. Like, I don't see Vocaloid as a music taste. I think Vocaloid has so many different genres to it that it would be silly to consider it just like its own genre, you know. Oh, of course it is in itself, but like listening to, I suppose, like, you know, regular normal human music and listening to Vocaloid is a very different experience, because you can listen to heavy metal, you know, by Metallica, and you can listen to metal by Utsup, and it's not the same vibe. And it isn't just because it's like Eastern style, because you can listen to Eastern J-rock, K-rock, and Vocaloid, and it's just different, you know? So it's like, I really like the fact that you can listen to something and just be like, yeah, like I listen to a lot of metal, and I listen to, you know, emo pop metal stuff. I listen to some pop in general. Like, I've got a bunch of things, you know, that I listen to. That looks pretty cool. But I find when I listen to Vocaloid, that's like a whole just different mood. And sometimes I'm just into heavier stuff. Sometimes I want to listen to horror stuff because I'm feeling edgy and creepy. I don't know. Maybe it's easier to pick favourite producers. I like Kira. I think Kira is very talented for how young they are. Like, I first started listening to Kira's stuff when I think she was like 15. Which is insanity. I think anything that has Giga P and Riol in it, it's just always a good vibe. It's going to be very cool. I like Machigareta P. I like Massa Works. I like Creep P, actually. a lot. Ghost and Pals. Obviously then you've got classics like, you know, like Rio, Supercell. Namaze P. Is it Emon? Michi M is fun, I guess. Like Sarkis P. And then Crusher P. Fuck. I really like Rishi P's style of tuning, and I know Rishi's tuned both of my songs. If you haven't listened to my songs, go listen to my songs, bro. Yeah, I really like her style. Deco 27 is also very, very good. Moretu as well, really, really like Moretu. Oopsie P, obviously. Live tune. Hachi as well. Really like a good Hachi. Owata P, sure. Oh, what's the other one as well? Actually, the one that does, oh yeah, was it not like Nayu Talian? Nayu Alien. Who is it? It's not Utata P, is it? Which one is it? Oh, Pinocchio P2. Pinocchio P is great. Kikuo is good. Yeah, I like Vocaloid music. Dasu as well. If you haven't heard anything by Dasu, very, very cool. They're I think Vietnamese. Don't hold me to that. What are they called? Hachioji P as well, Machigretha P, yeah. Mothy, very nice. Neru, also very good. Like, literally, like, I don't think there's any Vocaloid producers that, like, I don't like. No, there's, like, smaller ones as well. I don't know what to tell you. Favorite Vocaloid is actually Gumi. Not Miku, and it was never Miku. It was always Gumi. I want to put something there, but I'm not going to be able to. Kid P. See, I haven't even heard of them, so they probably are really good. The problem with me, I think, with it might just be my old age of 24, but because I've been into Vocaloid for such a long time, what I consider Vocaloid in my head are songs that came out, you know, back then, and songs that I know. And when it comes to songs I don't know, I get very like, don't like it. And I don't know, it's literally just probably because autism, but like what I know Vocaloid to be and what it to sound like and what it to, you know, represent for me is like so different now than it was, which is not a bad thing at all. But in my head, it's like, oh no, I'm only going to listen to what I know. And it's like that with like regular artists as well. Like I don't listen to new things. I don't watch new things. I haven't watched a new anime since like 2013. And even then, like I've never watched My Hero Academia. I've never watched like Demon Slayer. I've never watched like any of these like newer shows. Because the ones that I do like and the ones that I know and I like them enough to just be like, well, nothing else matters. That's a hyperfixation and a special interest for you, but like it's a lot. And I feel like when it comes to Vocaloid music, I've thoroughly fallen behind with you know, anything new, anything, you know, post 2010. I'm like, what? Who? And then obviously, you know, like I had kind of built myself a bit of a name in the Vocaloid community, and then it was like, oh yeah, do you not know this song? Do you not know this? And I'm like I saw Deco 27 coming out with all these new songs, and I was like, whoa, and I couldn't like keep up with it, and everyone's like, oh, but the vampire and God, I can't even think of any now. Like when the vampire came out, absolute bop, by the way. It was just like, okay, cool, great. And then like all these other ones came out and I was just like, I can't keep up with this. And it's just like I forget that new things exist and I get very overwhelmed by it. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do. Huh. I've seen the manga for that. I just like I forget that like most manga gets turned into an anime. Am I out of? Oh no, I'm not. I thought I was out of these type of trees. Running out of trees though. Admittedly, I think that was my last two hardwoods. I might have to go find some trees, bro. Oh no. So they're all the trees from the way my island was. So that means I need to basically go and gut the natural resources of a bunch of Nutmile ticket islands. Which is fine, because I've got plenty of Nutmile tickets. And Nate has still not asked to leave, so I'm still waiting. We'll do a hardwood there. Yeah. Like I could totally like I don't know, do like plant actual trees. But I'm lazy. I don't want to wait for them to grow. I just want to steal them. I'll put another giant vine there. I need to make some more of those too. Does that look? Just looks the same, doesn't it? Okay, I don't like that. Maybe. Can I get a tree there? I don't think it's gonna let me. Maybe there. Get it there. Come on, game. Yeah. Death Note's a bop. I will always love Death Note, and I will always, yeah. You know what? I still haven't like hyperfixated to you. I say hyperfixated, like it's straight up just a special interest at this point. It just is. So I haven't gone into the whole another note stuff with you, because I will. You're not getting out of that one. I apologize. It's not happening. You can and will get that. Why am I digging a hole? I don't want to dig a hole. Why do they never go where you want them to go? Sure. I'm waiting for you to do it. You know what? When my brain stops being sad, I will get excited enough to do it. I promise. The thing is, okay, have you read it? Because it's all well and good saying like, oh, tell me about it. But like, everything I'm gonna say is gonna like spoil the book. So if you want to read the book first, and then I can go into it. Because what I know and what I like will talk about are, you know, things that have made sense to me, theories, stuff like that. That's kind of what I hyperfixate on. And also, you know, a bunch of other stuff I can't talk to you privately about. But like, you know, it's kind of the book itself, and you know, being as a character, I like. The book leaves a lot open to interpretation, and I like to teach people that don't know about these characters my interpretation, so you know what I'm interested in, because that's what I do. But like, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's just like I want you to share the understanding of the characters as the same as me, I guess. If that makes sense, I don't know. My idea, I feel like that was at least I don't have the time to sit down and read the book, but I don't do well with reading digital ways. I'm good with. I mean, there is a digital version of it. Like, there is a Google Drive version of it. And if you like audiobooks, you could probably get like Google to read it to you or something. Right. And go down. Like, I mean, I suppose I could go into it, but there's nothing like reading it first and going from there. I don't know. See, this is why I don't like the paths here. Like the in-game paths. They're so... I don't like them. They just look weird. I'd rather keep it straight and curve it. Google Stadia is shutting down. What's that? Google what? Honestly, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. No, my shoe! No! I better have some more. Because the shop is closed. Oh no! I don't have enough wood to, like, make others. I don't think I do, you know. Fuck. Fuck! No! I need a shovel, bro. I'm not gonna get through this without a shovel. Shop's closed, so I need to skip to a time where it's open. My shoes. No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Hells yeah. It's been a minute since I've had anything from that. Opens at 9, doesn't it? I wish it didn't take so damn long to load. It'd be better if it didn't. Huh. This is awkward silence. Whoa, whoa. Well, this loads, I guess. I don't know if it's going to load while I'm out of the game. I'm not going to be able to play Mega Mix like this, because obviously I was trying to figure out where to do the PlayStation. It lags just a little bit too much for me to be able to do it. But I should be able to play things like Undertale, even though that's kind of locked right now. It's locked because I'm stuck in a genocide run, so I wanted to play like Untitled Goose Game because it's literally just complete it in like a few hours and it's really fun. God, I've got like Mario, you know, got a few things. I also want to do art streams. It's not gonna load. Okay. Guess we'll wait. Ramond. Also means people will be awake, meaning we can have some island tea. Do, 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 do. What are you doing? Sushi. Is that your bed? Huh? I don't think it is. You can see her. Right. You didn't have to go through Isabel's. Oh, I was gonna say, where the hell is the music? There we go. It's a bit awkward without music. Oh, you know what? Since some of you guys were here before, let me show you what's been going on in the since we last did it. I'm okay. How are you? So since my last stream, Whitney came up and threatened me. Raymond was depressed because of his office. So obviously, you know, we changed his house last time. That's him in his little maid dress. And this is him in his little gamer pad, his little gamer girl studio. I did a bit of stuff. It's just Raymond being cute. What is it? Oh, I gave him a plush to go into his collection. His house suits it now though, because he's cute. Little picnic area I was working on. Oh right, yeah, this was the first time I'd seen him in his house, because obviously like I kept trying to find him in his house and I couldn't, because he wouldn't go back in his house. And my partner was like, oh, you ruined it, he hates it. But yeah, so this is his little place. And he loves it. And I gave him another plush. Like, hey, I know you have a problem. Mm-hmm. I did, because I get loads of them and I don't need them, and then I time travel and I end up getting more, and it's just like, ugh. It's been using his little setup because it's cute. Some lifting and being a good boy. Here we go. Oh yeah, he was talking about his cat bed. Oh, I was gonna let you sit with that. Oh yeah, and there was like this big new moon when I was on the island. It was really cool. I was vibing. It's an absolute vibe actually when that happens. It's very fun. I was just chilling in his house. Oh yeah, another weird threat actually. So Cherry was like, oh, I think you look snazzy as hell in the gas mask. And it's like, what are you gonna do, Cherry? Like, are you gonna gas us or something? It was very weird. Yeah, so there's been a few things. So everything's kind of out of order because, like, I time travel, so yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good lad. He's not in right now. I need to go get shovels. I need to like buy a bunch of shovels. I need loads. It's like actually insects out. That's always good. Hello? Oh, it's Flick. I was like, I don't have any red villagers. What's going on? It's cringe as hell. Okay, let's see what Timmy and Tommy have for sale today. Is it more trash? It probably is. Oh, it is. It's all trash. But Raymond's in here wearing my fucking hoodie. Hell yeah. Raymond. Raymond. Come on. Come back in front of the camera, Raymond. Raymond. Please. No, not you, rat. There he is. I can't. Look how cute and emo you are. Adorable. Yes, queen. Give me that butt. Hi, welcome. Raymond. He wants the plush. Hang on. Should we buy it for him? He's just interested in plushies now. Damn it, where is it? Here you go, bud. It is! It's the one you just saw me buy. Sure. I guess. I just sell it to them right in front of him. It's a bit cruel. Right, I need a bunch of shovels. I want to end up in this situation again. 3,500. I don't even have that much money. I have one buy. No. The rest of your stock is trash. There we go. Oh my god, who gave you a photo? I've never had a photo. Like, I've just never, ever, since I started playing Animal Crossing, ever got a photo. And I don't know why. It's like they hate me or something. Ah, oh god, I'm so tired. Is it Lucky? Did you already get Lucky's thing? You haven't had Lucky very long. Finchip. Punchy, hell yeah. Like, I know you've got to talk to them like all the time, I suppose. No. That's not what I thought that was, actually. I'm gonna be real. No. I meant to put... I can't give Lucky a gift yet. No! It will happen. Some flowers. Yeah, I was gonna get these pink flowers and then like all my shovels died. Now I have an opposite problem. Ugh. Trying to think what we could talk about. My brain just goes really dead and sleepy. Like I start streaming and it's like I'm so excited and then it's like, brain, no worky. I don't know what to talk about and then I feel boring. I don't want to be boring. No, I'm being like that. I just want to be entertaining, but I don't feel very entertaining right now because I'm not being entertaining. Which is annoying. So, I don't know what I feel right now. I don't know what I'm doing. This is looking pretty good though. Starting off. It's just full space. Like it's full of space. It makes it look a little less dead. Which is nice. Do I put a pond here? I'm thinking of putting a pond here. I'm gonna put a pond there. And because no one can stop me, I'm gonna put a pond. I'm just tired. I'm genuinely just really tired. I've been staying with a few friends over the past couple of days. And, you know, I've just been up talking and getting up earlier than I normally do. Because they get up earlier than I do. So I've just been like, oh, you know? It's been like, what do you mean I'm going to bed at 2 AM and getting up at 8? No, I can't do that. So I'm a little poopy. I've not really been eating properly either, so I'm tired. Hello! Welcome! I have been kind of awful, but I'm also fine. How are you? Long time no see. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. The thing I do now, sort of, sometimes when I feel like it. Like I was just sitting in bed and I was just like, oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna stream. And I was just like, I could like, the problem with it is I feel like I'll be better if I do it like this over like, what? Oh, right. So instead of like doing, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream like every day, or oh, I'm gonna stream every Friday, or like whatever. That's not gonna happen because no. Isn't it late in the UK? I mean it's like 8:30 in the evening. I wouldn't say it's late. Definitely not. I'm just tired. I haven't really been sleeping. I normally wouldn't be tired at this time. There we go. That's not bad. Looks like a spaceship. No, it doesn't, but that's pretty cool. What was I saying? Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. How was that in the end? I've been worried about you for a while. Well, my mental health is at an all-time heckin' low, but I'm doing alright. Eek. What can I even say, man? I suppose one of the things that's been kind of like, oh, I hate that. One of the things that has been kind of happening in my life is like I started a new type of therapy, like a trauma therapy, and I had been waiting for it for like 3 years or something, and I was excited about it, and like, it's finally happening. Great. Therapist was nice, she was lovely, but turns out talking about the stuff we were talking about, I'm obviously not gonna like trauma dump here, but like talking about the stuff we were talking about was, at the time we were talking about it, was just so bad for my mental health that I realized, like, through, you know, probably a bit too late, but actually just how bad it was making me. And it's not fun to hear, but like I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready for that kind of therapy, and I'm kind of called the shots on it, and I basically made the decision that I wasn't ready for it, because it was just making me really sick. It was making me really mentally unstable, and that's not good when you're trying to, you know, live life and not want to hack in and just self-delete, and try and have a relationship, because it's hard to be in a relationship when you feel like that. And it's very pressuring for people in the relationship to feel like that. So I made a lot of self-discovery this week. One of the things being that I'm not an introvert. I don't know, this might come as a surprise to some people, I suppose. But I thought I was an introvert. I genuinely thought that the way my mind worked was that of an introvert, or that I didn't understand what an introvert really was, I guess. When I thought of what an introvert was, I thought like shy and anxious and things like that. And sure, okay, I can be shy, absolutely, and I can be anxious, and I am anxious, but introverts are absolutely fine and happy, and if anything prefer like their own company. They prefer to not be around a bunch of people. No. So that's what an introvert is. Like, they are perfectly content in their own company. I'm not. I hate my own company with a burning passion, on top of the fact that I absolutely need people and connections in my life. And as much as, like, when you think of an extrovert, you think of like this really you know, confident person, but confidence is really nothing to do with it. It's, you know, your social needs, like you have a different social barrier, I guess. And I didn't realize, I was always a very social person, like when I was younger, when I was a teenager. And I loved that. I loved being social. It made me feel good. It made me feel validated. It made me feel important. And probably it did get to a point where it was relatively toxic that I felt like that. But at the same time, it made sense to me to have people in my life. That is not an introverted thing. That is not something introverts do. So, you know, through a lot of realization about myself, I realized that I wasn't an introvert. I was just an extrovert that had got so much social trauma that it got to a point where I was like, well, I can't go outside my own house, or I can't make friends, because if I do and they leave me, I'm gonna have a breakdown and it's gonna kill me, you know? So being an introvert and being an extrovert with trauma of making friends and having connections and stuff like that can look the same, but they don't present the same. Essentially, I'm gonna, hello, welcome, Koichi, welcome to LIVESTREAM. So yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it made a lot of sense, and it kind of made, like, it clicked. You get more upbeat when you're with people and tired with people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do absolutely get tired with people just because I get social burnout. But I do get tired with people. I'm not gonna say like I'm not just like, you know, a full-on extrovert, because I'm not. Because I still have disability, and I still have like like ADHD and autism and stuff, and obviously crippling depression. But so that in itself, I have like quite a low social battery sometimes. But the problem with it for me is that I was kind of not really engaging in anything social at all because I was too scared. Like I didn't want to make friends, I didn't want to talk to people, I didn't want to like voice call people, video call people, because I just get scared. Because if I do get on a voice call with somebody or a video call with somebody, we're going to talk, and if we talk, you're going to get to know me, and if you get to know me, we're going to be friends, and if we become friends, I'm going to probably want to like, you know, get closer with you, we're going to like be besties, which sounds like a good thing. All of these things that sound like good things, but the problem with it is then I get so scared of losing my friends that sometimes then it can get really like, I'm not gonna say weird, I'm just gonna say intense. It can get intense because what I don't want is to repeat, I suppose, how I used to be with people, where, and which is kind of, you know, the situation that I've been with my partner, for example, is that I kind of depend on a lot of people. Well, okay, I need to be able to depend on people because I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my head, and it is very difficult for just my partner to deal with my shit. And at the end of the day, currently, because I don't really open up to anybody else, Alex, you included, I don't like, I know that you open up to me a lot, and I have no problems with that. But when it comes to what I'm going through and when I'm going through it, I'm so scared that I'm just gonna, like, I don't feel like I can, or I don't feel like I should because you're going through something. I don't want to bother you and things like that. But it's not just you, it's like everybody that I've ever known. It's always like that, where I'll just get so scared of not being important in that person's life. And I'm so used to not being important in other people's lives that I then just expect it. I expect to not be important and not to be a priority. So when people like my partner, for example, do show me as a priority, I then fixate on that. But the problem with it is then I am... they're the only person that I trust with that. But then the problem with it is that when they need a break or they need support, I don't know what to do with myself, which is not fair. And it's completely very toxic to... no, I'm going to solve that wrong. It's incredibly toxic for your partner to be your only friend, or your only friend to be like your therapist. Like, it is not... it's a recipe for disaster. And it's like I don't know, it just is like, I guess it's one of those things where people will talk about this stuff like, oh, I wish I had someone obsessed with me, I wish I had like someone who felt like that about me, and it's like, no, you don't, because being able to be depended on is the hardest thing for some people. I'm not saying everyone, I can't speak for everybody, but people are sensitive creatures, and if you've got mental illness and you've got things going on with your life, it can be very, very difficult to then have to go through that on their own simply because no one else is around, or no one else cared about them when they were younger, or whatever. So then if you then say to someone, oh, I'm here for you, you cause more issues and more trauma if you then say, oh, I'm here for you, but... and then aren't, you know, like, that's just gonna fuck somebody up, you know? It's gonna teach someone that they can't depend on anyone, especially when your own parents do it. But, you know, it's one of those things where you need to have connections. Like, I mean, okay, I say you, like, I need to have connections. Like, I'm saying this from my personal, like, experience. I need connections. I need multiple people that I can go to when I feel like shit. And to have a good time, you know, hey, I don't want my friendships to just be, oh, we only talk to you when I feel like crap. Because that's not a friendship, that's... I don't even know what that is, but it's not good. you know, so it's one of those things where like you have to, I don't know why I'm saying you, like I'm kind of like talking to chat, but like personally, like for me, I kind of realized actually how important it is and how important it was in general, you know, in my past and especially now as well, to not, you know, be so dependent on people, because the thing is, I nearly lost my relationship this week because of how utterly dependent I am. Which sounds like, yeah, but you should be able to depend on your partner. Yeah. And you know what? I can depend on my partner. I absolutely can depend on my partner. They're a very dependable person. But what's not fair is then when I am having a really shit time and they're having a really shit time, I don't allow them to have a shit time because my shit is more important, which I don't like explicitly believe that I'm more important than anybody else. Like I'm not like a narcissist or anything. Like that's not really the point, but it can present itself that way sometimes. I don't believe that my problems are more important. What I believe at that point is that I'm not important, period. Like, it's not that what my partner's going through isn't important. It's just that at that moment, I'm not important. I can still absolutely care about someone else's feelings and thoughts and still feel like shit. And if I then get triggered into a situation where I feel unimportant, that then triggers off a bunch of PTSD for me. And all my abandonment issues and all that kind of stuff, which then kind of makes me sound like crazy, I guess. Like it puts me into this state of like I look a little crazy and I probably sound like I'm making no sense, but people usually don't listen to what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, you're nuts because you're like making something out of nothing and you're being dramatic. It's like, if you actually like listen and hear me, I'm scared and I'm desperate to keep you in my life. If I didn't want you in my life, I wouldn't be screaming at you. I'd have just walked away, you know what I mean? It's like, not to say screaming at someone is a good thing. It's not. It's just people do just like, it's hard to explain. I don't know. I've had a lot of experiences. It's very complicated. I have very severe mental illness that I don't show people or, you know, talk about because it's a very taboo thing. People don't like talking about it. People should talk about it because, you know, a lot of you guys know me from, you know, making Miku Slab and things like that. But I am a very interesting person that has a very shit past. And honestly, even recently had very shit experiences. And, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you see me on TikTok or YouTube, just having a good time. But I am not a well person. I am not a well human being. But I try every day. And I think that's what's important, is that I try. Because, you know what, there's a lot of people in the world that have a lot of issues, but if you don't try, it just turns into an excuse as to why you're not going on with your life. Is that you don't know what's wrong with you, and I say that as someone with that experience, to be able to say like I've been through that point where I thought, you know, that the world was my enemy, and it's like, no, at the end of the day, my own demons in my head are my enemies, you know. And it's like my self-hatred and my experiences with life, you know, it's made me feel real shit about myself. And like the way I was brought up made me feel shit about myself. But do I put my whole life on hold for these people that are nothing to do with me anymore? No. No. And I think it's about unlearning bad behaviors. You know, like if you were taught as a child to never cry, when you're an adult, it is so much harder to then start being able to cry freely and feel your emotions without feeling judged. You know, to be able to just cry and be okay with it. Because crying is healthy, you know. yeah, like the fact that you throw yourself into the contest and go out of your comfort zone is wicked. It's a really cool stuff. Like, it's a really cool thing to do. Because I know that you struggle with your anxiety. So, you know what? If you can get up on stage, just for those, like, I know you don't even get up there for very long. You get up there, 30 damn seconds, and people clap you. That's gonna just do wonders for your self-esteem and all that kind of thing. Like, I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, it's not about competition, it's not about winning, it's not about that. It's literally about the fact that you got up there, you know, and you will get up there, because you fucking better. You get up there and do something you've never done before. That in itself is a reward enough. Like, that is a reward, because you will walk off that stage, whether you have a damn panic attack about it or not, because you will be like, you know what, I did it. I got up there and I did it. Fuck you, anxiety, I did it. I don't have these deep thoughts about my friends, I just enjoy being around them sometimes. So this is the thing, like, obviously I'm not trying to speak for anybody or you, because I don't know you or your life, but it is just one of those things that, like, when you have, I suppose, the level of trauma that I do, I can't enjoy myself around my friends. Like, I know this sounds like dramatic and shit, but it's not. I genuinely have had so many bad experiences with so many different people, where it's like, when I'm around people that I like my friends, I'm so paranoid about saying the wrong thing, like doing the wrong thing. Am I, you know, talking enough? Am I over talking? Am I talking about the wrong thing? Do they think I'm stupid? Like, oh, maybe I should be interested in the things they're interested in. And then I fixate on the things they're interested in, so they like me more, because I'm so insecure about it. And it's like, and then what people do is they notice the wrong stuff, I guess. They don't notice that you're trying. They don't notice that, like, you're trying to get close with them. They just see you as being, like, I know, a little creepy, I guess, sometimes. But, like, I don't know. It's very difficult for me to socialise, because when I do, that's what goes through my head. And that's exhausting. Like, it is exhausting to exist when your brain is doing that to you constantly. I hope YouTube and streaming makes you happy, not just doing it for us. Yeah, honestly, I like it. I do like streaming. I never really got much of an opportunity to stream. I used to do little art streams, like, back in the furry days. But, yeah, not so much anymore. I liked, it's kind of like what I was getting back to with, like, the kind of, like, I need people and, like, being an extrovert and stuff. Having a social media presence, I've always, for some reason, this isn't a brag, but, like, for some reason, whenever I've tried to do something new, it's kind of just worked. Like, I don't know why. It's like, I started a YouTube when I was younger, like a cosplay one. I'm not saying it blew up, but, you know, we were doing alright for ourselves. We had some videos blow up. It was pretty cool. I get onto TikTok and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a TikTok account. I get like 150,000 like followers, and it's like, I'm not saying like viral or like, oh, I'm amazing. I'm not, but like, things just kind of work. I don't know. People like me. I don't know. You know, so when it comes down to like that stuff, I've always liked the idea of having like a social media presence. I forgot to say, like, the furry thing. Obviously, I'm not going to out myself right now with like what the name of it all was, but like, I was popular. People liked me, and I liked being popular because it made me feel good. But then if I wasn't popular, it wasn't, you know, it's like my entire identity and my entire personality just died because people don't like that anymore. It's like I literally just go out of my way to change myself to fit in with my surroundings, which I know isn't a good thing. but it's about like figuring out what makes other people happy and figuring out what makes me happy and kind of finding that balance. And if just having a small little stream community, or like having some close friends that I feel like I can open up to and talk to and have that social time with, you know, good and bad, I'll be all right. You know what I mean? It means that I can continue having a relationship that's healthy and has good boundaries to it. And, you know, allow my partner to have their own issues and not have to depend on them so much, because it's not good. I don't like doing it. It makes me feel terrible. But it means that, you know, if my partner can't support me, I can message somebody else and say, hey, I feel like dying right now. Please help. And, you know, be okay with the response. Be okay with the fact that, you know, maybe I do need a video call. Maybe I just need to be chatted down. I don't know. And it be okay. And also just to be able to say, hey, I'm bored. I don't want to hang out with my partner today. I want to hang out with, like, you know, somebody else. I don't want to, like, meet up with someone, or, oh, I'm going to come, like, travel, come meet up. And it's just, like, do things and live life, because I haven't lived life for such a long time. And, you know, I've moved. I'm supposed to be living life, and I will, and I should. So I'm going to. It's me saying this right now to myself. Looking at me right now. Live your life. Live it. Because you only get one. You're cool. I like you. Thank you. I think I followed the TikTok and then I watched Animal Crossing. Hell yeah. I'm glad you guys are here. It makes me feel good. Right, so what do we think? Obviously this was all blank. So again, there's not really any rhyme or reason to it. It's literally just like natural, overgrown-esque thing. And then I've put this little stone structure thing, this little bridge, and then it goes off onto the beach. Again, it doesn't make any sense, but it kind of works and looks pretty, so I'm here for it. I need to find somewhere where I'm going to put my house. And I've got these other two houses up here that need to go somewhere as well. So anyway, sorry about that. That was a lot. But I guess it's just part of it, you know? It's just part of life. It's part of things, you know? You think someone's happy all the time and they're not. And that's okay, because, you know, it's just part of it. But it's also okay to not be okay. It is totally fine to admit when you need help and when things are shit. Biscuit! Hi, buddy! And I think, you know what, if I believed those words about myself a bit more, I wouldn't be so sad and lonely. Because then that's the hardest thing, is when you're really lonely. Even though, like, there are people offering their friendship and their help to you, and yet you feel so alone because you're so used to feeling alone. And it's like you can have like 50 people say, I'm your friend and I'm here for you, and feel that none of them are actually ever going to be able to understand you, or none of them are ever actually going to really kind of, like, their words aren't going to stick. You know, like, you can say that you're there for somebody and then never be there for somebody. Like, the words are there, but the actual doing it is like a whole other thing. And yeah, I guess I'm just so used to the latter of, yeah, you can depend on me. I'm here. And it's like, are you though? Or are you just saying that? Because a lot of the time people just say that. And that doesn't count. It's like cheating. Life advice. Oh, I could write a book. I've been told to write a book by a psychologist, actually. Friendship is important. Having relationships, genuinely good relationships, and healthy boundary setting relationships are so important. And I think, you know what, I don't know most of you guys, I don't know where you're at in life or how old you are or what experiences you have, but honestly I don't think it matters. I think the advice that I've got, it helps anybody in any age or any stage in their life. Learn to set boundaries. Like, you are worth so much as a person. Everyone is worth so much as a person, and if you are going about your life being that friend that everyone else depends on and not getting anything in return, you will fuck yourself up. And I'm saying that as an experienced therapist friend. You will screw yourself up so badly, and you won't be able to come out of it without a lot of therapy and a lot of pain. And the pain comes first. And that's if you're lucky enough to get therapy, you know. You are allowed to say no and still be a good friend. You are allowed to, when somebody comes to you and says, oh, I want to vent, I want to do this, I want to do that, you are allowed to say, I'm not in an emotional state to deal with this. You are allowed to say, no, I can't hang out with you. I'm too busy with schoolwork. I can't do this because I'm too busy with that. And you know what? The best thing you can do, if you obviously, you know, if you want to, is, you know, give them a time where you can, you know. I can't talk to you right now because I'm busy with this, or I'm going through my own thing. But the next time that I see you, we can definitely, you know, we can have a hug and we can talk about it, or, you know, set your boundaries. Whatever it is that you believe are your boundaries, set them and be okay with them and actually accept them yourself. And don't be guilt tripped, because the thing is, these people that you might think are your friends, if they don't respect that when you say, hi friend, that I've been there for a million fucking times, this one time I'm not like there for you, if they kick up shit and they, like, you know, don't accept that, then that is not someone you want to be around. And I say this having been on both sides of that. I know what it's like to put someone in that situation, and I know what it's like to be in that situation. And both are shit. Both are terrible, terrible places to be. It's not fun, you know? And if that friend is like, oh yeah, but you're there for me all the other times, and it's just like, yeah, I am. So let me have this, you know? Let's get something out. I'm gonna move the museum. Like, please just learn from a young age. And the thing is, it's not just your friends, it's your family, it's employers, anyone that comes into your life for any reason. No is no. And what you expect from other people is also important. You can't just be give, and then never get anything back, because that's not fair. Just as you can't be take, you know? And you also need to be able to listen to what people in your life want and need from you, but be able to also set a healthy set of boundaries, you know? It's so important. And you know what? I wish so badly someone had taught me that as a kid. Which is why, honestly, I don't care if this doesn't apply. Maybe it will. Maybe these words will mean something to you. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But you are important. And that's it really. As a person, you are important, you know. Just as I'm important. Just being able to just... It's easier to not have to undo 24 years of not feeling unimportant, of like feeling unimportant, you know. Friendship is hard. It is hard. It is incredibly difficult. Because this is the thing, it's like I was saying before, like, I want friends. I do, so badly. I want close relationships. But I get so scared of it that I actively avoid it. I will just not answer people. When they've messaged me, I will just completely, like, avoid all conversation and, you know, things like that, because I'm just scared. Genuinely, it's not out of being a dick. Like, I'm just scared. I don't know. It's a lot. You've taught me a lot. Well, that's good. Thank you. Your voice is soothing and you're so strong. Love you so much. Stay positive. I'm always here for you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We should talk again soon. When people are awful, but they make me feel good. I like being with them even though I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. So this is the thing. They can be a good person and still make you feel like that. It's like, I would just suggest talking to this person and make sure that, like, they understand where you're at. Because this is the thing. It's not always, like, that people are aware of what they're doing. And I think the vast majority... Shut up, Tom. The vast majority of people that hurt people don't realise they're doing it. And that's not to say that there aren't some very malicious people out there. But most likely people don't actually know that they're doing anything wrong, especially if you haven't told them. And I think it is just that age-old thing of they're not mind readers. People can't read minds. And so if you have a problem with someone, or they are making you feel a certain way, they are entitled to know that. And really, if you're the one being affected by it, you're the one that has to tell them, because otherwise you present yourself a bunch of different problems and it's not good for anybody. Because what happens is if you... Okay, so for example, you've got someone that, you know, is making you feel like, you know, you're walking on eggshells all the time, right? If this person doesn't know they're making you feel like that, and you don't tell them, and you keep it in, and you hold it in, you hold it in, you hold it in, you continue to put up with it and just be okay with it, one day you will snap. You won't be able to deal with it anymore. And everything good about that person won't matter, because you are constantly having your boundaries broken and your feelings hurt. So over time, could take years, but over time, you will learn to resent, like completely resent that person, strictly because they've hurt you, like by breaking your boundaries that you didn't set. Now, this doesn't only hurt you because you then end up losing a friend, or, you know, having a complete mental breakdown or whatever. It doesn't just hurt you, it hurts them as well, because again, I've been on both sides of this. It is very difficult to, like, I've been in relationships where I think everything's fine. I've not been told anything otherwise. I think everything is perfectly fine. And then they break up with me. And it's like, we've never argued, we've never had a disagreement, and then they break up with me. And it's like, what'd I do? You know? And genuinely, like, not out of, like, to be a dick. It literally was just like, what did I do? And a lot of the time, I didn't ever find out, because they never told me. And, you know, they're so quick then to tell you how much of a piece of shit you were to them. I didn't bring my damn ladder. Okay. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, you made me feel like this, you made me feel like this. And it's like, you didn't tell me. I had no clue. But that's not fair either. It's not fair to put someone in that situation either, because that, you know, personally, with my experience of both sides of it, that fucked me up. Genuinely. To the point where I was so scared of everything I did. Because, like, oh man. I just thought everything was upsetting people. And I was so hyper vigilant about it. Okay. I was so concerned about who I was hurting, what I was doing, because I had it's called enabling. You know, you either like, essentially you can cause a lot of issues by enabling someone. Equally, you can cause a different amount of different issues by invalidating someone. And when you don't tell somebody that they're fucking up and that they're hurting you, you are enabling them and they're invalidating you, and that is just a bad relationship. It's a toxic relationship by definition. I can't get to that right now. By definition, it's a bad relationship and it's not going to last. And I know that sounds like a really harsh thing to say, but it just is. It's just how that is. And it's like any friendship or relationship you have where you feel like shit when you're around that person. Or like, even if you only feel like shit sometimes. If this person makes you feel like shit, tell them. Tell them, hey, that thing that you said or that thing that you do makes me feel like shit. And depending on how they react, depends on what they think of you, you know. The way I have always stood by this idea that depending on how somebody reacts when you ask someone to stop doing something will tell you whether they meant it or not. And I realized this probably too young in life, but if you tell someone to stop doing something because it's hurting you and they are like in shock and they're like, whoa, what? Like maybe even in like some kind of, you know, yeah, they don't really know that they're doing it, right? They will say that they will try. They will absolutely try to stop that. Because the thing is, if they didn't realize they were hurting you, the most likely event is that they weren't trying to and didn't realize they were doing it. So even though they might make the same mistake again, because we're only human, right? What that means is that it wasn't malicious, it wasn't intentional. If you tell someone that what they're doing is hurting you and they disagree with you, or they, you know, say, no, I'm not, or whatever, or ask you why it's such a big issue or whatever, it's because they like doing it. It's because there is full intention to do it. And if you noticing that you're that they're hurting you, it ruins their little game. It ruins their plan. Because whatever they're doing to you that's hurting you, they're clearly gaining from, right? And if you then take that away from them, people don't like that. People don't like when you ruin their fun. And if hurting you is fun to them, they won't want it to stop, right? And most of the time, again, people don't realize it. But those two definitions and those two things have been pretty 100% accurate. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, like, people will have emotions and they'll think and they'll have, like, you know, they might feel quite hurt that, you know, they might not realize that they were hurting you. They might need some time to adjust to the fact that they were hurting you, because that can be quite a hard thing to swallow. That, oh my god, I didn't even realize, like, oh my god, does that make you a really shit person, you know, things like that. And I suppose, yeah, there is this element of allowing that time to pass, but overall it's just a case of being aware that, should I make that symmetrical? It feels like I should. Don't know. Yeah, okay. Usually the person's parents' fault. It's hard to teach them what they couldn't like. Exactly. it is absolutely the parents' fault in how somebody is raised. However, you are also still responsible for yourself. I can't walk around treating people like shit because my mum was shit. That's just a fact, you know. Don't get me wrong, she's fucked me up. But like, it just because I had a crap upbringing does not mean I can treat people like crap. And that is something that took me a long time to be able to swallow, because I thought I was a victim and I thought I was okay in playing said victim because, oh yeah, but I was hurt and I've had this happen, I've had this. Yeah, but the thing is, other people have had shit happen to them too. And people will still continue to have shit happen to them. Like, why am I more important? Why am I, you know, excused from being shit? In return, I could say that the people that fucked me up, what they did to me was fine because their mom was shit, or their dad left, or they got hurt when they were a kid. It doesn't excuse it. It just doesn't, because the thing is, yeah, absolutely, your parents can raise you real wrong. But what you do as a person, especially when you're old enough to understand, it's not an excuse. You can't treat people like shit. You know? I also feel like you're overreacting because they wouldn't have done that on purpose, right? Yeah. And that mindset makes you turn a blind eye. Yeah, exactly. It does, but it allows you to get hurt. It intentionally lets these people get away with it. And not only are you enabling someone's abusive behavior, but you're also teaching yourself that your boundaries don't matter. And I can tell you right now, it just gets worse. I did see your comment. It vanished. I do like some energy drinks. Not many. Like, I like the White Monster. I don't know, that's like a really basic thing, but like, I like the White Monster. And I like, I like the red one. It's like berries flavor. I don't know. It's something berry-ish. I'm sure there's probably other energy drinks. I'm not very good with energy drinks because, like, they make me... It's weird, like, they affect me really weirdly because I have ADHD, and the way that my brain works is energy drinks don't wake me up, they make me really sleepy, but they also make me have like really bad manic episodes, and I don't like having those, so I try to avoid energy drinks, honestly. Like, energy drinks, anything with caffeine in it, knock me out. Hello, welcome back. We were just getting into deep mental health talks. It was probably getting a little too deep. I was just trying to give some good advice, I guess, about literally just, you know, looking after yourself, man. Care about yourself and set boundaries, because at the end of the day, no matter what happens to other people in your life, people will come and go and walk in and out of your life forever. You can't change that. And evidently everyone dies and everyone leaves. So it's like, just enjoy what you've got. But most of all, look after yourself, because there's only one you. And I mean, I guess unless you've got a dissociative disorder, but like, there is only so much. Just trauma dumping. I'm trying not to trauma dump. I'm just trying to give some therapeutic advice and using some trauma dumping as excuse. I am trauma dumping. I apologize. I do genuinely not want to do that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. It's just the case of, like, you know, just you exist and you only get one you in one body, so look after it. And look after your mind, more importantly. You know, don't pressure yourself to be thin, or, you know, don't stop yourself from eating just because, you know, the pretty girls in the magazines. It's just like, at the end of the day, like, all these kinds of things, they're just trivial. Because Because at the end of the day, as long as you are healthy and as long as you are eating in general and looking after yourself and looking after your mental state and keeping yourself alive, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter, you know, how much you weigh, how tall you are, how much money you have. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, all of those things can change. One thing that you don't want to change is the fact that, you know, well, not that you don't want it to change. Change is inevitable, but it's like, I'm trying to figure out how, like, to end what I'm trying to say. You can't stop life happening, but you can downright have control over how your life is. It's the only life you can control as your own, I think is what I'm trying to say. You can't control other people. As much as you may try, it doesn't work. And what other people's opinions of you are, you can't change those either. And sometimes, you know what, you can try, but there really is no point. It won't get you anywhere and it'll just exhaust you. So as long as you're alright, and as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And if pleasing other people makes you happy, that's the time to get into therapy. You're allowed to have people, like, you know, be okay with you and, like, you know, respect you, sure, but don't make your life about other people. That's it. Anyway, you're ever gonna update your wish list? I need to start present planning. Possibly. Yes, I'm probably gonna do that. Remind me, because I'll probably forget. So yeah. Don't you don't need to get me nothing though. I'm being dead serious. Feel called out. Well, I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying, you know, y'all matter. Presents. Yeah, we're talking about Christmas and, like, my birthday's in January. It's, like, still a ways off, you know? It doesn't feel right to be talking about that stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing for Christmas yet. It's not gonna be my first Christmas without my family, so I don't know what to do about that yet. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that subject, I think. Christmas is a thing. Yeah. I used to have like a really big family, and I used to really like Christmas. You know, as a kid, I guess. But, like, I used to like Christmas up until 1 year where I basically had, like, a breakdown, and then my whole family just said, nah, we want nothing to do with you no more, bro. And it's like, haha, oh no. So, and then Christmas every year after that, it was like 2017, was shit. And now I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna have a Christmas I've never had before. And I don't want to dread it, because maybe Christmas can be cool without having to think about family and shit. Or maybe it might not be, but you know, we'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not the biggest Christmassy person. I'm genuinely more excited for Halloween, even though I really usually never do anything for Halloween. I just kind of like, you know, I like it. It's spooky and, you know, Elle's birthday and Death Note, so this was fun. It was weird actually when I was a kid. I used to like celebrate Elle's birthday. I used to do like birthday banners and stuff, and yeah, I used to make a cake for him, like a strawberry cake, and then cosplay him, and it was pretty fun. Nerd. Sorry that happened. Just to be getting the gift from the Yummy fam. Ah, nah, it's sweet. Appreciate that. I'm gonna see how my money is around Christmas. I'm gonna try and get people gifts. My money's been okay, I think, since selling a bunch of my Miku figures. Obviously, that's gonna slow down. It kind of already has. It's kind of stopped. I still have Miku figures for sale, by the way, on my Depop. Please, please buy them. Help. I actually had like a few figures come back. Like they got returned to sender, and I was really confused about it. And I was like, the fuck, why? And it's like they attempted delivery and then just like didn't pick them up, and it's just like, you just bought this thing. I'm not like blaming the people, because let's face it, this shit happens, but like the postal service is just not letting anybody know that the thing's been shipped, or like that they've attempted delivery, and then it's like, oh, I didn't get it, and it's like, yeah, well, it's back at my house and I can't afford to resend it because it was like £11 to send it to you, and it's like, I can't afford this mistake. And it's not necessarily their mistake, like as the buyer either, but it's not my mistake either. So it's like, who pays for this? Like genuinely, like, who pays for this? Because the postal service are going to. Also, I think it's really weird that so many people say that my voice is like soothing, because I personally hate my voice and I don't think it is. So I've always been like really confused about why people think that. I'll check it out. I've wanted to make it for a really long time. Please. Admittedly, like, there's only a few on there now, but I just had to relist this Sakura Miku, which is really cool. Very cool figure. I just had to relist that one, and I need to sell it so I can refund this other person. So I don't even really get the money for that, but it does help me out. And honestly, anything helps right now. And just small plug, not saying anything, but small plug. You see down there, under the chat, there's this little PayPal thing. Wink, wink, wink. I do art things, and like I don't know, I will have art commission, you know, pay what you want commissions. I will do whatever monies are given, I will do something in return, like of that price, no matter how much it is, even if it's just a little doodle. I will always give you something in return. Money's money, bro, and I'm here for it. You want to give me $1? I will give you the best stick man you've ever seen. It's just like, I don't know, it's fun, it's nice. I like to draw, so if you want an actual commission, like, hit me up, because I like those too. But it all helps. It all helps towards lots of stuff. I'm also trying to figure out how to raise some money for my partner's top surgery as well, because they're getting very, very bad with the dysphoria recently, and I want to try and help them out the best I can. I really like your voice, it's nice. Well, appreciate that. Christmas can be interesting, it's family, friends and family. Come to mine for Christmas. Like, I'm not even kidding, come to mine for Christmas. We'll put you up, and we'll eat turkey that's cooked, I guess. Like, I don't know. My partner's better cook than me, and I've never had a good Christmas turkey because my mom can't cook. So please, like, if you want to, just to piss your mum off, like, please, yeah, we can have a little friend Christmas. Obviously, you're like, the offer's there. I would have to talk to my partner still, but I don't see why it would be an issue. At the end of the day, Christmas dinners are always like huge, and I don't want to be eating Christmas dinner for like 6 days afterwards, because we made like enough for a family of 5, and there'd be like 2 of us. You know, I would honestly, I'm not even kidding, like, come up a couple days before Christmas, you know, and go back after the new year. Just chill. What is stopping you? What is the actual reason? Are you just not gonna come for Christmas? What's the real reason? Like, genuinely, like, if you can, that would be kind of fun. Like, just do it. what am I even gonna do up here? I might like make it like fossils or something. I don't know, because I'd need specific fossils for that, and I don't have any fossils. Do I? I think I have fossils. Do I have any full fossils? Because fossils are all well and good, but I need like full actual dinosaurs. It would be so fun. I'm being dead serious, like cross my heart right now. Dead serious. Dead ass come for Christmas. And also, like, if you booked that like soon, it would be like cheap as fuck as well. Like, you try booking it Christmas week, you're gonna have a problem. What am I? Ooh, shit. What was I looking for? Oh, dinosaurs. Okay. Thanks. I don't. Do I? I thought I had fossils. Oh, I do. Ah, oh, fuck. I sold most of them. I can get these checked. But. I used to have loads of fossils and I gave them all to my partner. It was weird because like between all of the extra fossils that I had, I gave them the entire collection. And they were just like, it took them all to Blathers and it was like, oh, we've finished our thing. And it's like, no, surely I did not have like 2 museums worth. I did have 2 museums worth. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 13 minutes. Wow, wow. Are you gonna wake up, sir? You need to check some things. I want you to assess all my fossils. Please. And I want a full dinosaur. I don't care. Or like a mammoth or something. Like, give me something big. One of my islands done, it'd be fun because I'll be able to actually play on it. Right, Stego, Skull, Kylo's Skull, Parasol Taylor, and Kylo's Skull. Fuck. That doesn't help me. It's so rude. I never donate anything. Oh really? Why? I try to donate everything I can. Like I'm trying to fill up my museum. Like I've got most of the bugs. Like most of them. And then I've donated all of them. And then the fish, again, I'm just trying to fill things up, you know? And then I'll work on the art afterwards. Because I can't stand talking to Red. I love everyone else's freeloaders. Yeah. It's when you're trying to catch a bug and then you've got a villager that's pretending to catch the bug. And then they like swipe at it and then they lose the bug and it's like, great, I'm so glad your pretend catching of the bug was worth it. Like, you know, like, why would you do that? Stupid. Oh, by the way, because I know like, some of you guys like, play Animal Crossing. I've got so much fucking money, like bells wise. So like, if you want anything paid off, like any inclines or bridges or like home loans paid, please Let me give you bells. Just let me pay your Animal Crossing debts off. I demand it. I have too much money. Excuse me. And I need to get some trees. That's what I need to do. Looking kawaii desu. What? What am I doing? Sleep. It's not even 9 o'clock. Oh, no it is. It's 9:30. It was like just a minute ago I was saying it was 8:30. That was weird. Time is weird. Come to your house uninvited. But you need the money. I'm really offering to be a sugar person. No, I'm being dead serious. I'll be your guys' sugar daddies because I don't need the money. All of my loans are paid. I have too much money. I will never use this much money. Let me show you. Look. And for reference, this account was maxed out to 999,999,999. So 999 million bells. Which is just one bell short of a billion bells. I'm a billionaire. So it has taken me about a year from having that much to break down to the 800 million bells. Like a year. And I'm talking a year of buying expensive stuff and resetting my island twice and like just stuff. Like please let me give you money. I'm being dead serious. I genuinely don't mind. Like, if you need something paid off, just give me an amount, invite me over, and I'll come pay you. Like, I'm being dead serious, because I don't need that much money. It's taken me a year to break that. I will never spend all that money, ever. Not if I broke out, like, bought everything I ever saw. Alright, let me put these shovels away. Favorite game character is getting an Android. Ooh, what character? In 30 years, you'll need the money. In 30 years? You think I'm still going to be playing Animal Crossing in 30 years? I probably, yeah, maybe. Still. Wait, why am I putting these away? I don't want to do that. Spooky tree. Don't need that. Don't make me get Animal Crossing. Do it! Do it! I'm gonna come over and pay your bills and there's nothing you can do about it. Then what? Huh? Balloon. Oh, I don't have my thing on me. It's one thing I genuinely forget to do is shoot down stuff. Oh, you know what? Let me fill up on these. I'm gonna go get some trees. I have not heard of that character. I'm not too sure who that is. But I'm glad they're getting an Nendroid. Speaking of Nendroids, do it! Do it! Do it! Speaking of Nendroids, the Miku Expo 2021 Nendroid is releasing. And it's finally been sent, so I will have her. Finally, at long last. I will have her soon. I'm serious, get that dodo code. No, actually, don't dodo code me, just open it because we're friends on here anyway. But like, genuinely, I'll come pay your bills, I don't know. I'm going to show the whole stream your island though. So. Or you can come to me. Do I have enough space? Yeah. You can come to me if you want. I've got an ABD, so you can. I need a Nook Miles ticket. I'm stupid. Wish you could pre-order it. Pre-ordering is better. Like, if you pre-order it off the Good Smile website, you don't actually have to pay it until it releases. So, like, if you pre-order it, you're actually going to end up spending less than, like, if you were to buy it afterwards. But you'd have to just basically save the money. But you'd only pay when it releases. I don't mind. Yeah, like, open that gate. Or I'll open my gate. Let me just go and go to a Captain Island first, because I forgot my damn ticket. I'm going to the con after all with the Death Note. Want me to try and record something or have them sign something? Heck. Well, I don't think it'll be free. I'm not gonna lie. Cons are... People that sign at cons, just especially depending on how important or rare they are, at cons, usually, like, you're talking like $30 to $150 for a signature. And some people do it for free, sure, but then the people that do it for free tend to do it like a limited amount, like you need like the first 100 people or something. Like, it's not usually free at all. So if you're thinking it's going to be free, it's not. I really doubt that it will be. If for whatever reason it is, I mean, I'd like Alessandra Giuliani to, sorry, I'd like Alessandra Giuliani to, I like his signature. I'd love to meet him. That's like a dream. I would love to meet him. Like you with the voice actor of Optimus Prime. See, the thing is, okay, so my brother, massively into Transformers, right? Wanted to meet Peter Cullen. It's like his life goal to meet Peter Cullen. And at not BotCon, TF Nation, so like the Transformers convention, they, like at the end of 2019, they announced that Peter Cullen was going to be there. Doing signatures, but you had to get like the leader pack ticket. Basically, it was the most expensive ticket. It was like 220 quid, but you got to like spend 5 minutes with him or something like that, and you can like spend time with him, things like that, which is pretty cool. And he bought it and he paid for it, and then COVID happened. The con got cancelled, and yeah, so he was like well good about that. Honestly, if you can get anything, I'd appreciate it. If you can record anything, I want him to say my name. Like I do. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some, like a message or something would be really cool. Like to me, would be really cool. I don't expect you to do this, by the way, like at all. But either way, anything would be really cool. I very much appreciate it. I'll talk to him more about it after. Have a good day. Have good class. Thanks for coming. I was just talking through his Peter Cullen just showed up at Liverpool Comic Con. Honestly, like, mad. But yeah, once I've gotten these trees, I'll open my gate and you can sort some muns out. Just give me I want Rue's signature. Oh hell yeah! I don't mind that. I don't think I've ever signed an autograph before. Oh no, you know what? No. Weirdly, that's a lie. I have in fact had, but it was a different signature. You know what? I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't bring my... Are there vines? Please tell me there's vines. There's no fucking vines. Do I have vines? I don't. Oh my god, I can't even get up there. I am... I'm so ill prepared. For God's sake, I just wanted some trees. Ah, I got one fucking tree. I got three trees. I got 3 trees. For God's sake. What a waste. I need tools, but I need a I need a... If I ever got your signature, I treasure it forever. Ah, that's cute. Maybe I should do like cheap signed prints or something, like that you can buy. Like, yeah, they're like super. Yeah, they're that price. I mean, like, yeah. You wanna give me? All right, okay, sure. If you wanted me to do that, I could do like a I don't know, whatever you want, I guess. Like a little Miku slab thing, or like little doodle or whatever, and sign it, send it to you. What price is good for that? What counts? No, just like, whoa. My signature's done, by the way. Like, it's not even cool. I should do like that thing that people do on streams on Twitch, where they're like, if you pay me, I'll like hold your name up in the stream and be like, oh, stupid. Like my like actual signature is like that. Ooh. But I suppose if I was doing it for like Miku mode, it would be like probably like that. Or like I could just do like me to mode, and then it's just got like little stars around it and stuff, you know, like. I could just do that, you know, just little stars. 4,204. Is that it? Is that all you need? That's not much. Is that just like one of your loans or like all of them? What loan are you on? Because I can pay like all of your loans if you want. I genuinely don't mind. I love you, Captain, but I still need to pay off thousands of house debts. If you do, I'm being dead serious. I will come to your island and I will pay them. I will do it right now. I'll do it. I got too much money. Please let me pay your fucking bills. Please. I'm not rich in real life. Oh, hi, Debbie. Bidoo. Are you a guy or a girl? My trucker eyes can't tell. What do you think? I mean, my pronouns are there, but like, what do you think? Yeah, check all of them. Like, check all of your loans. Like, actually, how much you owe, because I will pay all of them. I love that. Like, the first thing you say coming into my stream is asking what my gender is. Like, if it's genuinely out of curiosity, we can talk about it. But like, I don't know. What do I look like? Do I look like a boy? Do I look like a girl? Technically, I'm neither. But what do you think? Can you come help my island? I need help too. Hello. I don't think I've seen you comment in this yet. But honestly, yeah, sure. I don't care. I'll give you money. Might as well get my soda. Honestly, come on. I don't mind. Are you Do you know what? I there's some interesting vibes here. And I think it's definitely interesting that I could be streaming. Can I open Dodo code? Yeah. Make sure you have a ABD, one of these, because you know what? Fuck it. I will open my gates. I will open my gates with the Dodo code. This might be a bad idea. I'm just thinking like, oh, no, I don't think it'll be alright. I will open my code because then you can all see the code and then you can just come over and then we'll go from there. I need an amount that you need, so yeah, so I have apparently got the Ku Klux Klan, which is interesting. So we have my very first hate comment. We have gender is binary and I'm a coder. You'll feel Allah's wrath. It's interesting that you'd be called the Ku Klux Klan. And I don't know, since you mentioned Allah be Muslim, because the Ku Klux Klan hates brown and black people. And a lot of Muslims are brown people and black people. And gender is not binary, bro. Like, have fun having a boring life, I guess. Yeah, I am opening. I'm gonna... I want visitors. Just gonna ban this motherfucker real quick. Because that's not very nice, is it? Put user in timeout, that's funny. I got power, boys. Apparently sister is using a charges to not saying. Oh no. Okay. My loan balance at the moment is 93,000. Wait, are you on like the first one? Like the very first one to get like the bigger room? Because like overall the it's like 6 million or something that you need. Yeah. Like, I will give you like 6 million bells right now. No, they didn't delete their comment. I deleted their comment. That's funny though. Let me do some maths. I'm gonna give like Animal Crossing. Debt. Yeah, I'm so bad at the game. Right, alright, I got you. I'm making you money. I'll give you money if I buy a Dodo code. Right. Everyone write this down because I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for a little bit, okay? I don't want too many people, you know, using it, I guess. Not that there's loads of people here, but just in case. Invite anyone. So write it down. Dodo code is MP46B. Write that shit down. MP46B. There we go. I await your revival. You could come. No! Tell your sister it's important. You need to get rich. Oh! That was fast! That was very fast. Jeremy? Which one's Jeremy? Who this? Who's Jeremy? Claim yourself. Well, hello, Jeremy. You look like a Borger. You look like an interesting fellow. Nah, man, I've got muns for days, honestly. I don't care. So I hope you have an empty pockets. I can't technically pay all of your debts off like immediately because I need like 4 million. Also, you came really fast, so you're gonna have to just be patient for a second because I need to... Okay, everyone's gonna come over. All right, because basically I need to empty my pockets, and I've got trees in there. So when people actually have come over, we'll figure it out. It was you! Is anyone else coming? I don't think anyone else said they were coming. You're on your own. No. It's just saying. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so as I was saying, I need to go and empty my pockets real quick, but feel free to I guess have a look around. Preferably don't be a dick. Don't like pick anything up, like just don't do anything that you know you shouldn't be doing. Wow. So Alex, simply because I can't type on my phone right now, everything's fine. He has left, I think. Either that or he's been very quiet. I also got scared. I'm trying not to have a panic attack, but it's fine. My account's fine. He just wanted attention, but he basically had like a bunch of accounts, so whenever I like blocked him, it just like, I don't know. Anywho, I might cry. I might cry on stream right now. Anyway, so I'm not going to be giving out dodo codes ever again. Apparently that is a no. That's fine. I was panicking with it. Yeah, genuinely, that was so fucking scary. That was so scary. Ooh. But no, my account is fine. Like, I keep checking it. Like, I'm still in my account. It's not been logged out. Like, my bank's fine. Like, it's genuinely all good. So... Last stream I got 100 feet. Yeah, like he wanted clout or something, and it's just like, bro, you should have hacked my my TikTok. Get some clout on there, but like, nah, you ain't getting clout from me. This is my small boys. This is like, you know, what clout he's gonna get. And who rewatches a stream anyway? Unless you're Markiplier, like, who genuinely rewatches a stream? Like. Anyone who was here saw that, which is less than 100 people, let's face it. Only my best friends. No one's coming my dodo code no more. So, yeah, Alex, you should be able to come in now. I still want to give you the money. But yeah, I ain't doing that no more. I know now that if someone just randomly comes into the fucking chat to not... My god, that was scary. Yeah, like, why not go for a big streamer? I don't... I'm sorry if I caused any issues to your game, by the way, Alex, by, like, just Xing out like that. I don't care about him, but, like, hopefully it didn't, nothing happened bad. Didn't lose anything. I know sometimes that can happen. Ooh, just got like the sharp feeling, you know. It's like I really messed with the wrong person today. They're not gonna anytime I rewatch the streams, just watch the funny stuff. Yeah, like I genuinely don't tend to rewatch streams, so I don't see why he would get clout. Like that's not funny. Like I'm not gonna make a video like tomorrow that's gonna go viral saying, oh, I got hacked. Oh, and it's like, oh my god, I panicked then. Oh my god, I thought he was on his way back. Oh my god. I'm too scared to attack a big streamer because he'd get cancelled. Yeah. Like, for a start, I'm on a stream. Like, if he was trying to get me cancelled, or he was trying to get something to happen, saying racist words and like things like that, I'm literally on stream holding the fucking controller. Like, how am I typing that? What do you want me to say? No one's gonna hold me accountable for saying that. Because I didn't do it. I bet you he hates pronouns. Oh, you know what? You shouldn't call him a he. That's a pronoun. You'd hate that. People are regular, so keep an eye on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a bit more vigilant, actually. I'm not, you know what? I'm just not going to do anything for anyone that's not my friend. Because, no. Need to empty my pockets. Whoa. You know when you're holding a panic attack and it makes you like dizzy, like in real like, ugh. Just trying to. But I'll be with you shortly. Just a sec. Well, that was terrifying. Calling it because it's a thing. I mean, it is technically a pronoun as well. Like, genuinely, like, I mean, it's more of like a, it's like a neo pronoun or something. It's not really a pronoun, I guess, but it can be used as pronoun. I don't know. The thing is, people like that just blow my fucking mind. Like, how stupid. You know what's really kind of sad, but also funny, is that I forget that homophobic people exist because I've surrounded myself with such queer people like my whole life that I forget that people are shit. Right, so if you come over here and basically I'm just going to give you a bunch of fucking money and you can deposit it straight into your bank account from this machine. So you just tell me how much more you need and I'll give it to you. Alex. I'm sleeping. Run. Dobby is pushing him up the way. Dobby! How did you clap? Get the months! As I said, I'm far too rich, so there we go. Well, that wasn't that exciting, boys and girls, and everything in between. My God. Go on, put it in your bank. Deposit it, become rich. Go. Ah, too much ones. This will help with your loans. No one likes to be in debt. No, this is only 3.7 million, okay? Technically, you need 6 million. Well, just over 6 million. So, put it in. Put it in your bank. Yeah, right? Someone just gives you money. Like, oh, you don't have money? Here, have it. That would be cool. No, put it, you can use this. You can use this. You can put it in there. You can deposit money into your bank account. And then you can have unlimited monies. Put it in. Come on. In the bank account. You can do it. Alex! $67 million bells. Wow. That's a lot. Maybe vodka. A little silly. I'll do another. She's barely touching it, like it literally doesn't matter. Sorry guys about that. Not that I really have anything to apologize for, but like still, it's not nice. No, no crying, only money. I did a trade on Nakazan where I was paying for something. I can't remember what it was now, but I had to withdraw and drop 20 million bells. And that took a long time. It doesn't even make it. Yeah, like literally there's nothing. It does not affect me. It's fine. There we go. That should pay all of your debts. So you can have a basement and a big house, and that should be enough. You know what? I'll give you another million for spending money. Because, like, you're going to end up spending all of this on your anything. Yeah, definitely. At least I know you're not a hacker. My God. I'm going to give you another mil of spends. Oh, 889. We've gone down. We've gone down, boys. No. Take more. Take more. No. Help. Okay. There you go. Amazing. spends. Over spends. I'm trying to having a big house is that my furniture funny. Yeah, I get that. I have furniture in my house. It's just not good furniture. Like, I don't even know where my house is. Alex, if you want to follow me to my house, you can watch where I went and look at the map. There's not much in there. Don't trust anyone who might take your money. That's what you want. Yeah, like if they take my money, it really doesn't bother me. Not my real money though, because I do be you know, needing that. So I had this room for a while. I don't particularly like it, but it's cute. Whenever I have friends come over, like people, like the villagers come over, they're always like terrified because I've got the I'm really out of it now. Cockroaches. That's the word. Little Mario room. Does anyone remember the old games where getting all the Mario furniture was really hard? Oh. That was weird. Alright. Can't remember what this one is. I think it's kitchen. Ooh. Kitchen. Not much to say about that. I forget what is upstairs. And downstairs actually. Following you in. I think it's like a Japanese like Zen room thing. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Little cuties. Little nap. I think downstairs. I can't remember what's downstairs. I think the Miku Slab Shrine used to be down there, and then I moved it to a different building. I don't remember. Oh my god, that's terrifying. It's what used to be the Miku Slab Shrine. And there's bits of her. That's interesting, alright. Oh. It's like my little Miku room. I can hear you. Where are you? Oh no, it's in there. I can't get it. It's stuck. I've trapped it. Does a real life house look like this? No, absolutely not. My real life house is a little bit more normal, but not really. Like I'm not gonna show you everything because it's a bit of a mess in here, but I got like me, like, you know, some witchy shit. A big Miku over there. I got my bed. Some squishmallows. I've got what's left of my Miku collection, which isn't much. The kitchen's pretty normal looking. My partner's room is pretty normal looking. I mean, they've got like a bunch of cool stuff in there. Yeah. Just like, my house isn't like boring, but it's oh, and I've got a bunch of it's behind the screen. I've got a bunch of fandom stuff. Can't really see it, but it's alright. Right, you know what? Simply because I think I need to throw up a little. I probably am gonna leave it for now because I have been streaming for nearly 3.5 hours, and I think that is plenty long enough. Alex, it's good to have you here. I'm gonna pay your bills now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have an early night because I'm knackered and I was already tired, and now I'm just exhausted after that, actually. So probably I'm gonna end the session, and I'm gonna stop steaming. Thank you all very much. I'm glad that we had a good time. Eventually. I mean, we did, I guess, and then it was like rudely interrupted. But you know, what can you do? I had a good time. Glad you guys had a good time. Alright, you know what's really funny is I was looking at the view count and stuff throughout the entire thing, and what's really funny is by Alex leaving when the hacking thing had happened, it actually made when this guy hacked me, the actual view count went down, and you know, the analytics of everything went down because nobody wanted to be about that. So clout where, you know. A little funny. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the time and the energy that you guys bring. And I'm glad that, you know, I'm getting people like coming more than one. It's pretty fun. It's super nice and it's super supportive, so appreciate it, and hopefully the next time I stream I don't have that happen, and we can have another chill, and let me know which kind of like streams you want to see as well, because obviously I can do Animal Crossing, but I also can do like some art streams and other games and stuff, so just let me know. And if you guys want to really help me out, you can like ask some questions on my Q&A thing on the community YouTube post thing. Community board. That would help a lot. So yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you guys for coming, and have a lovely evening or day wherever you are in the world, and look after each other and don't be dicks to people. But I don't need to tell you to do that because you guys aren't dicks. But yeah, thanks for coming, appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.